Saturday morning, Saturday the 13th of May. Little prep update to where we are. So what I would do while I do my morning power walk, 1 hour this morning, outdoors. I normally do the cardio on the cross trainer DW, but it doesn't open till 8 o'clock, and I'm always up 6:15, so I get a cardio done. Up starving and my dad, wake up hungry, so I always get a cardio done outdoors on the weekend. Nice power walk, then I can start my breakfast the usual time then, about 8:30. So rather than go to the gym like I said at 8, do my hour cardio, get home, I probably wouldn't be eating until 10 or 10:30 by the time I cook my meal and so on. So like I said, a little prep update. We're a week past, or it's a week past since our last show, which was the NABBA Wales 2017, and I will talk a little bit about that now. Obviously discuss the placing, discuss the prep leading up a little bit, although anybody who's watching my video blogs or live streams going into the show will obviously know what we were doing and so on. So as far as the show went, it went really well. I always enjoy competing at the NABBA. The prep went fantastic really. I was looking the best I ever looked to date. Unfortunately I didn't really get to show that on the day. Coming a little bit smooth, which was bizarre because we didn't really change anything except take my food down a little bit lower on the last day or two, and actually just cut my water on the day, which I think personally made me a little bit flat, a little bit smoother looking than I have done leading into the show, because I was looking the driest I've ever looked, and actually on stage I wasn't looking too sharp. But the good thing is we didn't do anything crazy, any water loading, water cutting, any cheap junk loading. We just kept it simple. I think it's just a case of a little bit too flat, and just with my muscle bellies I tend to, if I'm not full and the water's not pulled right into the right area, like in the muscle cells, I tend to look very watery and smooth looking. And I'm probably being a bit harsh on myself. It probably wasn't as severe as that, but it definitely wasn't as tight as it's been. So I placed third anyway. The lineup was great. Top two guys were looking incredibly sharp. And thankfully I got my British invite, which is in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, 4 weeks from the last show. So that's a plus, and I'm kind of thankful for that. And like I said, back to the game plan. I was back on my cardio the next day, straight away. I'm back to the gym training legs. I'm back on my diet as of Monday. Control my rebound really well. I put 2 pounds on the night of from the day of the show to the next. 5 pounds on, because I obviously had a couple of meals on Sunday after the show. So I put 5 pounds on from Sunday to Monday. Monday to Tuesday I lost 2 pounds. Tuesday to Wednesday I lost the 5 pounds, so I was back to my stage weight by Wednesday morning. Wednesday to Thursday I dropped another 2 pounds, and then Thursday till Friday, which was yesterday, I dropped 3 pounds. So actually yesterday morning I was 5 pounds lighter than I was on stage, and looking so much sharper. Another issue we had going into this prep, which kind of like affected the result I believe, and overall the package that we brought on stage, was we just really struggled to bring my legs through this year. We backed off the leg training a lot, just training legs every other week in hope that this would help. Obviously we tried our best to bring out that separation more than the condition, deep intramuscular separation, from the front, from the sides and from the back. There was not an issue. It was just from the front, it was just not through enough. So they definitely threw a lot more now. Like I said, a week has passed, definitely threw a lot more. So like I said, just back to the drawing board really, trying to bring that sharpness, that separation for the quads. But all in all, as much as, to be honest, I was very disappointed with the result. Not with the judging of the result, but the fact of I didn't quite bring that level of condition that I wanted, and I wanted to shock the crowd, because to be honest, in the past I've always struggled with the condition and coming in, and it's not that I haven't worked for it, it's just my body's very tricky to peak. 2 days late I can look twice as good or twice as bad, so it's just hard to peak and find the formula. But this year we come closer than it's ever been. Like I said, overall the show was positive. I had loads of good feedback. My posing and presentation I worked tirelessly on, and I think it showed on the day. My stage presence, like I said, learned so much about my prep. I got a good team around me, which I'm really thankful for. And like I said, I've had a lot of good feedback going into the next show and a lot of good support, so it's only a positive thing. We didn't quite get the result we wanted. I wanted to be in that overall, but you know, we don't always get what we want. We just got to go back to the drawing board with a new focus on, and the new focus is the next show, which is 2 weeks today, and it's a PCA Welsh qualifier. For the PCA British will be 2 weeks after that, and it's on the 27th of May in Port Talbot, Princess Hall, I believe, run by Mike and Lisa Gelsey. So definitely excited for that. I'm going to be working on a new pause routine, new show, new trunks, new tan, new physique, just treating it like a new show. Obviously a little bit of redemption. I do feel like I have to prove a point. And like my coach James Llewellyn is working just as hard as me, really trying to understand my body and bring me in the best I can, monitoring my weight on a daily, sometimes twice a day, adjusting and tweaking the diet accordingly to when it's needed, rather than just having a formula to follow. So he's very much hands-on, which I like and my physique kind of needs. So I'm excited, I'm confident. I was quite relaxed going into the last show, which at the time I thought, okay, it's a positive thing, stay nice and relaxed, stay calm. But this show I'm going in with like a demon. I'm training harder, not taking a foot off the gas. Like I said, I was straight back on my training the next day, and I'm gunning it. I'm not going to put any of these updates up until after the show, because the plan now, the coach and myself want to keep things very much under wraps. Just do what we got to do. No progress pictures going up. Not too many updates. Like I said, I was doing a live feed going from 12 weeks to 10 weeks to 6 weeks to 3 weeks to 1 day out from the last show. It won't be none of that this time. I'll just be doing these feeds or these vlogs and then put them all up after the show's done, so we can watch and then obviously understand where we are. So that's where we are now. Like I said, we got 2 weeks to bring that better condition. I don't really know what I'm eating today, because I've sent my pictures across and I've sent my weight, and we're just waiting for the go ahead from the coach. I know he had a look at me yesterday and he was really happy, but at the same time he wants to bring it down deeper, so get the glutes right through, get the quads deeper separation, and just keep that level of fullness. Like I said, I'm lighter than I've ever been, but I've not than I've ever been. Obviously didn't wake, I wasn't born this weight, but I'm lighter than I've ever been in the last few years, at this far out, and even lighter than I've been on stage for the last, since 2014. But definitely more improved, definitely look bigger when I'm pumped. Without the pump I feel like a schoolboy, but with a pump I feel like a bull again, so bull mode. So like I said, we have with the British invite, which is a week after the PCA Welsh. We're not going to change anything dramatically for the PCA Welsh. Maybe try a couple of things differently, like we did for the NABBA Wales. We run everything smooth. We had about 100 grams of carbs on the morning, going into prejudging, about a litre of water. That's nothing dramatic. Like I said, just reduce my food slightly, drop my water slightly. But then at night then, I had, before evening show, I had a nice burger and chips, and we played around with some simple sugars, had some muffins with some rice cakes and jam. And anybody who's there at the show will see the difference to the stage and the night, which is always the case for me, to be honest. The judges actually told me I was 20% better in the night, and if they had judged in the night it might have been a different scoring, but it is what it is. That's always the case. So lesson learned. Maybe we'll be doing that for the next show. He's having a nice bit of a cheat, some simple sugars before we go on, because the next show is a run through. Whereas the NABBA Wales anyway was judged pre-judging, and the evening show's just for the entertainment and all the judges there. Overall, there's actually no judges sat there when you're doing your evening routines and so on. So hopefully we can peak right for the next show. And then we got the NABBA Britain a week after, so I'll be straight back on my diet. I'll probably get one meal after the show, so it won't be the next day, the night of the show, which will probably be clean. It'll probably be like a Nando's, and then I'll be straight back on it then, because like I said, we'll only have shows on a Saturday, so we'll only have 8 days really, because the following show, the NABBA Britain, is on the Sunday. So feeling good, feeling motivated. I will keep these updates going, probably on a weekly, and I'll put them all together then. Maybe I can get some snaps, a little insight, and so on to how it's going. So let's do this, Bulmo baby. Vlog number 6. Keep watching.